his name, and it brings up his
Hello
settings for him.
everyone, how is the noise? There are a
Have
few
you got
in
him
the
on full
chat.
volume?
Just trying to work out why Mars can't hear me. He never can hear me.
Oh no, volume's minimal.
Yeah, there you go, see?
Try now, Benny.
Alright, Mars, how you going?
Got him.
Hey,
Only been 2 months.
you're going to regret unmuting me.
He's brutal. What an idiot. Definitely too old to start speedy, wasn't it? Definitely too old for technology.
It happens with my other team. We always have riders like, I can't hear them, and you're like, yeah, you probably muted them because their mic is really annoying when you're racing.
It makes sense, of course, but yeah, no, just you. If I can hear Tristan.
I'm here. Can you hear me, guys?
I can hear
you're
everyone.
about 50% volume, so I don't know who played with all these
Jason,
numbers.
David, Jess, I don't know how to say Jesse or Jess.
Drew's is on 50%.
John,
Yeah,
Piglet, I'm not sure if you're watching,
open,
might be working.
I talk a lot.
I'll ask everyone how their
Oh,
nephews,
good, I
nieces,
just listen to mine.
cousins, aunties are later on.
yeah.
Like
No,
like
all
Mercy
good now.
without Mercy.
Magic. I'll mute myself and listening.
This is not going to be
That's either
fun.
Tristan or Speedy down
But
there in
it'll be fun.
Bono. At the top of hills, you got to turn that one up.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me know if Discord is too loud or too quiet.
I made it this week.
Start.
Thanks. How do you say, is it Jesse or Jess? Or is that what you're saying? That's both is fine and the sound's actually not. 2 minutes to go. I had a bit of an issue when I was warming up. My heart rate monitor popped out. Well, not popped out, it got a dropout, which never happens.
We're the best.
And then I
Went
went
to the shed for the
out of the pen.
first
Oh,
time.
this is the other thing too. I'll just
Really,
explain
did
after. I went out of the pen, and then everything just went to hell on Zwift. So I restarted the computer,
Well, I'm sure
came
they're
back
heading
in,
in
and
the
it's all
window.
working fine now.
Yeah.
But hopefully
Turned.
it doesn't. Okay, so what I've got, because it's hard to see watts per kilo on the right hand side, I've actually changed the screen. So when we get out of the pen, just 10 seconds to go. I'll put this
Good luck, all.
screen on so you can see
Have
the watts
fun
per
out
kilo.
there.
A bit easier.
Right.
Right.
If I'm making past 6K, I'll be happy.
Yes, sir.
So, everyone's going to be going from the gun, so just watch that first sprint. It's going to blow up. You're going to cruise off the back from the start, I'd say.
Alright. This is the Coco Endurance ride, isn't it? These first 2 sprints are going to be interesting. They're long. I'm going to go... Well, I'll see what happens in the first one, but I'm targeting the second one. Hopefully I get an arrow. I'm hoping to target the second one through just sheer positioning rather than power. Okay, I got the recording going. 22 seconds. Alright, I'll put up the watts per kilo thing. Good luck, guys.
Good boy. How's it going?
Oh, that's good.
And I'm done. Somehow scarce point.
I got third fastest through sector.
Nice. Then I got heart rate in the middle of heart rate.
Just timing that was. Yeah, bike's well done. Oh, Peter. This is the next bit. They're gonna get hard here, I reckon. I got a feather. What are the power-ups? I didn't look. It's supposed to be ghost, arrow, feather. Car, hell yeah. I've cut the position a bit too much on my screen. Let me try to fix that. Better turn the fan on. Okay, here comes the climb to the next sprint. Someone's gone hard already. I'll let them chase. I'll sit in the back. A few guys doing good manoeuvres off the back. They're going too early though. I didn't go full on then, because I saw those guys from behind me going. I've got good points. Save it for the bike swap. Yeah, there's arrows. Arrows on this stage. Thanks, Mick. Okay, survive this time.
Left in the front.
There's a real long section this time later on. Here it is. That's the time done. First one anyway. Yeah. Save it for the climb, Mick.
Zero accountable boys, mate. Have a took a 10.
Sorry, I took a trash.
I'm very happy there was no KOM points on there, so they can go flat out. Fucking hell.
Yeah, just that second last section's so hard.
Yeah.
I've got a feather, I'm going to save that for the gravel.
Yeah. I got absolutely nothing. This is rude.
I've got a
Do you guys prefer the enlarged
only on these. I'm pretty sure you're
box?
supposed to be able to get something.
to see what's per kilo easier?
yeah.
That's all I got. I'll load enough.
I've got a van ready for the sprint in 17k, so give that a whirl. Hope it gets dropped at least.
So what is it? What is next? Is it a sprint next?
Yeah, wrong way away though. Just
Yeah,
sitting in
17,
out.
so 17,
Out
18.
mechanical stuff.
Yeah, really short one, 100 metre sprint.
And then it goes up into the
Well, it's not
pinch
100
climb
metres.
up to the village.
Feels like 100 metres though.
So
Well, that segment does.
once again, just don't get yourself too far back.
The sprint is really long. Everyone gets excited seeing the banner.
Good chance for a cover here. Are we still all in?
It looks like it.
I'm in.
Tristan's 20. Tristan's at 26.
That's so sorry, guys.
Oh, mate.
It's just the sprint banner
Drew's up the front.
in
Uh,
the meadow, which you climb up
probably one of the
into
boys.
the, is it the fishing village?
So
So I had two banners
you mark it, there's some of
I
that.
could have gone through,
Okay.
but realistically I knew I could stay in, burn a little bit more energy, but then it's a long rest here.
Yeah.
I'm not going for the sprint banner, just trying to stay in a strong grip for the climb. I've already got a few FTS points, which is what I was, more than I was expecting. I've got a third and a sixth or a fifth, I think. Which is big for a team that we were fighting for. Fifth, fourth, or sixth, fifth, fourth, third place.
This is a part of the race where Speedy goes on the attack up the road.
Just take Marco with you and you'll be right. Watch the sticky carpet. Someone usually tries to attack through here.
Yep.
Is that a hint?
Yeah. Don't tell Nick. Nick doesn't like when I come to second to the CT, so we'll take him with you.
Oh look, Marco's attacking. Who would have thought?
Oh, there's a surprise. And I was just about to go as well.
Rightio. Good if Marco gets away. Here's for the main aero team, Mark O'Brien. Don't need him sitting on the front of the pack. Up that climb. Alright, let's kick it off a bit. Let's not try to lose the draft here. D-pack riders. Patrol on the front. There goes one. Where's the WC? D-pack will go. We got Drew riding with us today. Drew Gin.
This is meant to be an easy section.
Yeah.
Well, it does feel easier than the climb.
This is not the
There you go.
leading. We're hoping for.
Everyone loves to go hard out of this tunnel too, so watch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew Gin. Absolute legend. Olympian for Australia. More sugar enemy. Don't need as much, but I might as well.
How you doing? Big watts up front.
Yeah. It's going to get mowed down through the sprint. So.
Hopefully.
Come on, Gavin. Right.
Yep, everyone always goes hard down here for some reason. Hopefully they get away.
God
Oh,
damn.
what's the chase? Good for my strategy. There's another rider. As this pack builds up the front, they'll slow down, I think. Sounds counterintuitive, but unless someone's at the front smashing it, as if it's a breakaway, we might mow them down. Although someone's going in front again. Alright. We'll come back together.
Away. Oh.
Hopefully that took the sting out of the legs there, guys. For the next hill. Here we go. Sprint runner coming up.
Yeah. Going.
I'm going to rest up as much as possible here. I'm sitting in the second group. My tactic here is to rest as much as I can. Not worry about the front group. Pass these 3 sectors, all that matters now. I could drop completely and rest. If I can get some wheels on the climb, it makes a difference. Stop coming up. Easy word. Here we go. Couple of bike swaps. ZWC done bike swaps.
Yeah.
2 of them I saw. 3 now. Bad spot to swap because it's not far to shoot sector. Sit in the grip for a second. Alright, sort of back in there. Keep going. The last sprint battle. I got fourth, fastest shoe sector. Swap back, so I'll be along with you guys.
Awesome work, man.
No power up for me.
Oh, weird. I got 2 in a row with multiple arrows.
I'm on your wheel, Betty.
Yeah, good group this one. 23, I think. We might be able to catch the guy in front. Sneak an extra point or two. So glad this is a downhill, I'm dead.
You've got New Zealand West Wombat chasing you, coming to Nicholas for 20.
On your drink.
Drawing speedier, 17 behind me. So the back of these guys.
I don't know if it was the fastest way for me to climb, but I tried to use the wheels as much as I could. Rather than trying to pace it evenly. Especially when those guys doing 7 watts per kilo in front of me. Yeah, but Mick, what about all these bloody cheats? Riding around up Zwift at 50 kilometers an hour. Good XP. Hey Phil, you missed my race. 9 kilometers to go, but I've done what I need. Got fastest 3 sector points in all sectors so far. One more sprint to go and then start, that's the finish. Try and make these guys work to get back to mud. Oh, all 3 so far. hope Anna gave me a shout out in the community stream. I told her I was going to bike swap when I did the recon with her.
Work.
How do you want to play his last sprint, Muzz? Do you want to go for fastest 3 sector for it?
I'm pretty close, mate. It's 18.
Yeah.
If you want to go for it.
I was thinking about trying to up the speed before the line, just in case everyone else is buggered before the sprint too, so we can get some fastest 3 sector.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're pretty buggered, I might up the pace. You can just sit on the wheel and see what you can do. Up until then, I'm sandbagging on the back of these wheels. Because if the group behind catches me, I'm actually quite happy with that for fastest 3 sector points. Bigger group, faster group.
Yeah, true.
Well done, Ben. Absolutely smashed it, mate.
I've already got 10 seconds for the front group, so we're not getting in.
Yeah, I don't think the group behind will catch. On the recons, people were 20 seconds behind. This didn't catch.
Yeah, right. They're very close, it's only 10 seconds.
Yeah, the ZWC guy, well, the guys in this group will start picking up, I reckon.
Yeah, Ted just called in. Yeah.
These guys are all him on the chats for the most part.
And it's going to be hard to play this fastest 3 sector. I want the pace to build, but I want him to get past me before the line. Right, a bit of gravel. Oh, where's the bump? Here it is. It's timed it. That's weird. It's showing I've got an arrow now. Man, a van. Where'd that come from? Was it there before?
Putting too much effort up there, Paul. We're not going to catch you. Save it for the minute.
Right.
Yeah, 21 seconds now. They're not going to make it.
Yeah, no, we're not chasing anymore. This guy's going a little turn and then drifting off.
Yeah.
My power-up's appeared. I got a van now, so I'll try and sit at the back on the sprint. Oh, he's done an invisibility attack.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sit at the back, Mars.
Oh, yeah. Sweat. So much sweat. They're catching each other up the front group.
We're going real slow. I don't think I'll get a fastest through sector with this.
Yeah, that's where it's going real slow now.
Sounds like Tristan pumping up a wire.
Hey? I'm just cruising.
Yeah, or is that speedy maybe?
Not me.
Just
I'm
hang on.
Someone's pumping up a wire.
Oh, they're going so slow.
No, I don't think it's me.
Yeah. It's getting
Oh,
I think
I'm pulling the pin on the fastest through sector. We're going too slow. I'll save it for this end.
oh boy.
You guys behind, see if you can get something because we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we go super slow. I'm doing 180 watts. Really.
You go. One more count up. 2.4 to go. Can't get zero.
Yeah, Mick. I can get a couple of extra points. I don't think I'll
That's
get a
it, mate,
fastest
to
through
go.
sector compared to the
Nice
guy.
check now, bro. Yeah, to get it right. The guy went from the green line.
No doubt. It's a pretty long streak, isn't it?
300 metres.
Yeah, relatively long for a sprint.
You got 13. Good for you, mate. He's got a freaking teammate. I think your teammate leads you out.
What did he hit in the fastest through sector?
You got 14th. Going from the green line.
Yeah.
He's got a teammate here who didn't let him out.
That's what I was worried about, getting 14th.
You can't wander into a sprint doing 180 watts and then rise up at the green line.
Where do you want me to go from, Vinny?
Just play your own guts. Like, if we try and talk tactics, we're going to muck it up.
Yeah, it's just like going early. Good lead out. Hang on.
I'll roll over the top just to close the gap a little bit.
Yep.
Prove him that back from it was the one to be in. They all lit it up. They were all doing big ones back there.
Alrighty. A little bump here which slows the group up.
It's a walk into the line, 130 watts. We are literally walking.
$100, $500. Need a few more Ks an hour. Yeah.
Damn it, Muzz. We almost got there.
Oh, you know what I want.
Good luck, guys. It's very cagey in the sprint.
When you've got an arrow on them.
Bye, boys.
I deliberately didn't eat dinner before that one because I knew I'd throw it up. So, good call.
It's annoying how the leaderboard doesn't show anyone behind you anymore. How'd you go, guys?
No. Yeah, finished. Top of my group. Smoke all in the sprint.
I was trying to be, I'm about to come through.
Oh,
No, there's none of us in the top 10 for that sprint.
righto. Worth a try. Nothing. Oh,
Ooh, I wonder if Tubalong swap bikes.
I didn't even see anyone in the top 20.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that climb sucks. No.
That's the good thing about swapping to the gravel bike. Even if you do shit, you just move past everyone, so it feels better.
Yes, I should have. And absolutely nothing.
It's really hard though. People like, unless other people swap, it's really difficult to go to the bike because it's just so easy to sit in the group and think, yeah, I'm doing the right thing. Like the top aero riders, if they changed to the gravel bike, that would have smashed everyone anyway.
Yeah.
like 2 watts a kilo is not going to make any difference when you're on the gravel bike. I'll sit mid-5s and they're sitting mid-7s.
Yeah, that's the thing I was worried about swapping to the gravel bike. Is okay, can I actually get fastest through sector points? But then I figured, well, I'm not going to get fastest through sector points sitting on the trot anyway. So the worst case scenario is I move up and then sit in the gravel and try and hang on.
Yeah. I think Marco did it in 5:15 or something stupid.
Yeah, 5:15.
Yeah.
But I like that sort of course where you can do something different. Like next race I do it, I can do something different.
Yeah. You held big watts for a long time to get back through our group though. There's no way I would have been able to hold those watts.
And the good thing was, I got to your group and I could sit in your group a little bit. Like I was still doing, I still having to do watts to hold the wheel, but I had a little bit of draft. What I did, I don't know what I did, but I did 520 in my recon with not much draft.
Yeah, wow.
But I wasn't getting smashed before I got there.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what I did. It was probably more in the 7, 6 or 7 or something. I didn't even see it.
I was beds in half.
Oh, it was a good ride though, guys.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, good race.
We can watch out for you, man.
Yeah, I'm back in what that, just rolling around in the flat. I kind of look for a ride. But
there's none.
I gotta look at the graph, guys. Paying too much attention to
flat.
What's the graph?
It's official.
So,
That was awful.
It was.
that's what I was going to try and average until I died, 440.
Didn't stop.
I don't know what I averaged in the end, but that bit was when I was drafting,
So hard.
so I could keep
Yeah,
that
when
up
they
again.
were, well, I was threshold all the way to the start of the dirt climb.
Or was it a 5-minute effort?
I was
5:20.
like, oh, I'm not going to be able to go up from here.
Yeah, so in my recon I did 424 actually, I think.
I was sitting at the back, and I rounded up a little bit to make it into the group, and all of a sudden I was punching past everyone. I'm like, oh, it's time to go.
I got 1,000 watts in the sprint.
We just rocked into our first ball.
Yeah.
It was those bloody New Zealand bro riders. I was like, if I could just get past them again, but they had their arrows. Bloody hell. If I just started sprinting a second later, I would have been good. But it's what it is. I didn't take any photos.
Yeah. But sorry, trucking the whole way. Blowing apart, and then you get it falling apart again.
Now I get an arrow. Mind you, it was my own fault. I did hang onto that feather for a long time.
Rather than just huge blobs rolling around everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't need to get shattered like that. That would do a group all over the place.
So, chat, what do you reckon you're going to do
Yeah,
with
did very well.
swap?
Yeah, when you get up there and mark up and pull them and
Yeah.
I'll check the website. See how
It looked like they got lots of like first across the line points.
Yeah. Yeah. But still fine points, huh?
So, league table, because it always goes to league table by race is always the best one to go.
Anyway, sorry boys, I just got gapped on that downhill, just like
16
that tiny bit, and then just lost the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
So we got 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
when I was up at
4.
the
We
edge.
got 5th, I think.
I just needed a couple of kilos more to just
So what happens later on.
be able to coast down that hill, but
Yeah, no, there was a ghost. Big, one of the guys near the end
yeah, they
there
definitely hurt.
tried to get away with a ghost.
Yeah, Eric was 5 in the top 12.
I don't know if he was doing a fake attack because he sort of just eased up as he was being a ghost. I think.
good job, boys. And well done, Ben. You're cleaning up at the moment. Well done.
Yeah, man.
Cheers, guys. I just checked. I think we got 5th out of the points. We'll see what the points calculate, which I think
Yeah.
the reality is that's actually pretty good for us because we got two
Yeah.
ZRL teams, and so we're 3rd really compared to last year.
Yeah.
I did, Peter, but I looked at the point. I looked at the rise,
Who were
and I
battling with
wouldn't have
Arrow
got top 10
2 seasons ago for the win
in any of the banners.
as well.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
about. I was thinking about staying on gravel if I was going to be able to stay in top 10 and sneak 1 or 2 points. But I think I was. There was
Look
12
at the
riders, I
time, you
think.
just did split. A couple of groups.
But that's a good point. That's what my backup. That's one of my plans was. If I could get into a group at the top.
Yeah, so it was more enjoyable when we didn't have the Premier League teams in it. Jesus Christ.
No wreck.
Just holding on to stay in the group. Like, fuck, mate.
Yeah, I kind of like it as something different in terms of getting a point is so much more gold now. But
Yeah.
last season was a bit more fun because we struggled to get points, but we
on
got
that
points.
first. It was the only points I was going to get because I was moving through the group so quickly. I'm like, oh, I can actually get some points here.
Yeah, I was surprised I got points in that first sprint. I think just timing it right because I wasn't going max effort. The second sprint, I
went
tried
just
to
before
get.
you.
Yeah, it's so much about timing on those sectors.
Yeah.
It's a bit more interesting as well because each time there was always an arrow guy across the front. We caught them and then the thing off.
Yeah.
A bit different than just sitting in the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good volley of attacks, really. Just hits everyone maxing out.
No, I don't think so, John. Staying in the gravel against those guys, being able to do 7 watts per kilo on
When
the
you-
flat, and there was 12 riders,
Before you get to the dirt climb, though,
I didn't have a chance.
you're in trouble.
What I would have done is if I was in the top 10 and got to that first sprint banner and got some points before they took off from me, and then tried to get home. You got to remember, these guys are Premier Division riders. On gravel, over that distance.
Where are we off to next week?
The only reason why I was up there is because I was on the gravel bike. And I was gassed. Like, worse than last week. I was struggling to hold the wheels for a little bit. Because I went as deep as I could for that climb, because that was my finish, really. Anything else after that was just bonus.
mate.
Oh,
Last week I got... I
Glad you took your
swapped
phone out for that
over,
one.
but it would have been the same as if I stayed on the gravel.
Yeah, it was good.
I was just cooked.
Always better for it.
Oh, yeah.
If they were more even with me, yeah. I
Ridiculous
could have-
effort just to get to the bottom of that last drag up climb.
Yeah. Yes, it was nuts.
I was really hoping that the aero boys would just disappear up the road and people would stop bridging across to them.
Yeah.
I've never seen it raced like that. Just small groups going off the front, and then 1 and 2 guys just going after them.
Yeah, was it one? Well, a couple of stages. I thought there was aero guys bridging across to them, but they were dragging other riders across.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I went across just before the country sprint, which was okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was you, and I was going, what are those aero guys doing?
I thought someone was going to make a clear break, but I'm pulling up on the strongest I can.
I love the fact that I had I've got a fastest through sector here. I can just sit in this group and rest. So like, to me it was like the perfect get out of jail card, because I was like, no, I don't need to go up there. I'm in a good group here.
Yeah.
And then I kind of made a little effort when it came together, but it was actually such a small effort just to stay in. Whereas you went flying up the road and caught him, and then that's what happens to me usually. I'm like, I'm going to make this split, and then everyone comes together after I make the split. I'm like, oh god.
I know exactly what happened. I was like, I thought my money were up there, and I thought at least I could get it if we just made it for the 4 months, but we didn't.
Yeah, that's so disheartening when you do that. You're like, yeah, I got the front group, but then everyone else is in the front group.
It gets full. It's always the way. But yeah, I mean,
There was a weird bit.
Yeah, exactly, John.
There was a weird bit where I think it started to go across, and then suddenly the screen flashed, and I was back at the mountain. So, like, yeah.
The Zwift God spoke.
20 riders surrounded me from nowhere. What?
I was a bit stressed because before I got on, like I got into the pen with 30 minutes to go, and I went and did some stuff, and my heart rate monitor kept on disconnecting, which never happens. So I was like, okay, I'll get out of the pen, and then when I go out of the pen, Zwift froze up. So I was like, well, all right, this is going to be one of those nights where nothing works.
Always after a update, these things always happen.
Yeah, I got no feathers.
Yeah, no, I got the
Yeah,
feather
John.
first off, then 2
reality
loads of nothing, and then an arrow,
I got
and then nothing.
nothing, and then a van popped up after I didn't. Like I was like, I've got nothing, guys. And then a few minutes later, I looked up and I've got a van.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
feather
John
didn't even
was-
flash up as it rotated through. It was almost like it wasn't even an option for me.
Yeah.
I did not see a thing when I went through that top banner because I was like, okay, bike change time. Plus, I just sprinted as hard as I could to that top banner. A couple of guys in my chat are saying, well, should you have stayed on the gravel and tried to stay on? But I was dead. Even trying to stay on with Muzz when he caught up to me, I was struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just barreling along.
Yeah,
Supposed to be
and it was all
supposed to be
split up.
ghost. So
Yeah, I saw one guy
yeah,
use a ghost. Everyone else seemed to have arrows.
very strange.
I had ghost first up, the rest were arrows.
I got a feather on the second banner, so I was like, I'm keeping this. I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah. Yes, I was kind of hoping for an arrow for the country sprint, but
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the fastest through sector points were on that last sprint and the country sprint.
yeah. I was 12th fastest through without any power up, so any kind of power up would have done me for another fastest through segment.
Yeah, I wonder if, because the top aero boys and I think DPAC, I'm not sure, I think they're just concentrating on first line, a lot of those banners.
Yeah. So Libby Hill after party is next week. So 5 months. That's okay, it's 5 to the flat, and then you head to the climb. One time through Broad Street Sprint and then through Libby Hill.
Is it finish at Libby Hill or at the normal finish?
No, finishes at Libby Hill. So
Yeah, it's just that one little punch.
Yeah, you do the full course just with 5 sprints through the monument. Sprint.
This is definitely not a Mark O'Brien course, that's for sure.
No. But it's fun because that thing gets completely stretched out through that sprint. So 5 times through that sprint. Whew.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
always
off
at that roundabouts. You're always trying to get back on at the roundabouts.
Yeah, because it's all par bay, it slows you down, so ends up a big long line.
And also, people try and make attacks before that final descent, because if you can get an attack which actually gets moving, then you can stay away. But it's such a hard attack to make stay away. But guys like Mark O'Brien, Sam Hill, and that will attack before that descent.
Yeah. I usually love Libby Hill. I don't think I'm going to love it next week.
I think I'll be glad if I'm there at the end. I doubt it though.
Yeah.
I wish it finished on 23rd Street or whatever the next one is. I love that section because
That's a killer.
I come barreling down that and just build up so momentum.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 30-second all-in effort. I can handle that.
Yeah. No, I'll just aim to drill it, be there right at the end, and then try and do a PB or something. Make the most of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Enjoy it.
That was the thing, John. Coming to this course with Premier League riders, it was like, where can I make points? I'm being smart rather than being good.
Surviving.
I know that the top A riders don't change bikes.
Yeah.
And so that was the ZWC guys changed because they're like they know that they've got to try something different.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that. Right, I better end the stream, guys. I'll chat to the team a bit more and then I'll end the stream now. Oh, good luck with your races. Let me know how you go with the bike changes, but practice the bike changes.
Oh, good one, boys.
The big trick is to make sure you change bikes in the
On a
pen.
week, gents.
Cheers, guys. I'm going to head off as well.
Thanks for that. Well done, everyone.
See you.
Catch you all soon.
Thanks, well. Good day.
Yeah, so the trick is, I'll show you in my Zwift screen. So if you're going to swap bikes, every time you start a new Zwift session, the wheels are only saved for one set of wheels. So when you change to a new session, and you say whatever, if you're on this bike, you go to this one, but it will actually be on the Zwift wheels. So you go into this, change to the Rovals, and next time you change to another set of wheels, it always goes to your top selected wheels. So when you go back into your whatever bike you're going to use. I use the Canyon because it was the easiest to change to. See how it goes back to the Bontrager, even though I haven't got Bontragers. So then I've got to go to wheels and select DT Swiss. Kind of weird that it did it after the race, but that's what happens when you enter a new session. So when you get to the pen, make sure you change if you're going to do a bike change. Otherwise, you'll go to your Canyon and you'll be on the Zwift slow wheels, and then when you swap back to your road bike, you'll be on the slow wheels again. But once you've selected your wheels for your gravel and then your wheels for your Canyon or whatever bike you use, it'll save this set of wheels and it'll automatically go to your the top set of wheels on your gravel, which luckily Zwift wheels is at the bottom. If that makes sense, if anyone's watching. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So when you get into the garage to start the race, it'll remember it. I think because I finished the race, it chucked me into a new session. That's the trick. If you don't do that, then you will really... Yeah. That's the thing. You've got to do it. If you're doing if you first enter Zwift before you enter the pen, it seems to work, but I always go into the pen, swap back my wheels, and then once you've done that, like so now, if I'm in a race, I swap over, I better get to the pairing screen. So you go into your, oh, I'm going down a hill. Escape. Oh, I fucked it. So go into that. Now if I go down into my, there we go, the KDAX wheels are back on. I'll put the Cervelo. I pressed it too many times. Rail. Right. Plus you can change colours as you're riding. So once you change, you can I actually like this colour more, unless I'm using the aero kit. Using the aero kit, get the green. Chung! Boosting my aero now. I'm really surprised how easy it was. Well, not easy, but that first sprint, I got good fastest through sector points, and I wasn't hammering it as hard as I could. Maybe if I hammered as hard as I could have got more, but it's really about how many eggs you got in each basket. I didn't put too many eggs in that first and second sprint basket just in case. I still put a lot of effort in. But I think if I put in an extra 2%, I might have got another point, or might not have. Hard to tell. Anyway, I better go and talk to you guys in Discord. And if you're not on Discord, the Burrito Titans or my Aero team, I'll see you next stream. Catch you later, everyone. Good luck in your races.